Okay, so this is one of the technology to get back the customers to come to the physical stores. Okay. Just see about the AWM smart shelves. Okay, now let's check out this figure. Okay. So this figure is about data shows that the IT capital investment is accounted for over 40%. Okay. Starting from the period of 1998 to 2019. Okay. And the image highlights the growing importance of the IT investment. And this is happening in the United States. Okay. And I believe this is also happening globally. Okay, not only in the United States. And it reflecting the critical role of the technology in driving the economic development and the innovation over the past 2 decades. Okay. Okay, now, so what's information system in the global business today? First is the IT innovation. Yes, the emergence of the cloud computing and then the mobile digital business, the big data, the Internet of Things. Okay. And there is a new business model. Okay. The emergence of the online video streaming, like Netflix, is one of the examples. And then the e-commerce expansion. Yes, e-commerce expansion. The e-commerce is changing how we shopping nowadays, right? And then how the company they design, how they produce, how they deliver the products. It's completely changing. And then in terms of the management, okay, it's also changed. Um, like the web and then social network tools, the wikis, blogs. It's becoming the important corporate tools for the communication and information sharing. Okay. So what are the key challenge in management information system? Technology. Okay. In terms of technology, we have what is called a cloud computing. Cloud computing. Okay. It's a platform that emerged as a major business area of innovation. Now the companies, they are increasingly turning a flexible collections of computers on the internet to perform the tasks traditionally performed at the corporate data centers. And then the big data and Internet of Things. No wonders, yes. Okay, we cannot avoid this. Big data and Internet of Things. Business nowadays, they look for insights in huge volumes of data from the web traffic, from the email message, from the social media content. Okay. And the data analytics is powerful and interactive dashboard nowadays can help the companies to make further decisions. Okay. And then, yes, artificial intelligence. As you can see, nowadays you can use ChatGPT to help with your assignments, right? Yeah. During my time, when I was finished my PhD, the ChatGPT is not there. It's not there. So yeah, I struggle a lot. Struggle a lot. But nowadays, with the help of artificial intelligence, the more than ChatGPT, as you can see out there, it helps you with the presentation, it helps you with the assignments or any questions that you have. They will be able to answer you immediately, right? Yeah, and then the mobile platform. Yeah, the mobile platform. How about the management and the people? Okay, management and the people. We're talking about the return on investment. You know, some companies spend millions of dollars, a lot of money on information system and services, but they typically have a later understanding of about how much benefit they will receive because they don't understand the 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 IT or the information system expenditures. And then another challenge is the online collaborating and social networking. Okay, you have Facebook, right? That's one of the social networking. But in company, they also have their own Facebook. Okay, it's called Microsoft Yammer. It's one of the it's like a Facebook, but it's for corporate. It's for company. Okay. And then in the organizations, yes, security and privacy is now becoming an issue in nowadays era. Okay, social business, yeah, it's one of the challenge too. Even they give some advantage for the business, but yes, still have some challenge and limitations. Okay. Okay, this is okay. So yeah, the globalization challenge and opportunities. You know that before you were born, it was just an internet. I think you were born on 2000 something, right? Yes, 2000 something. So the internet was born on 1990. Okay, so it's beyond the time you were born. And then nowadays, because of the internet, it's become the the basic uh, the basic start point for the more globalization. You know, I mean, like the e-commerce and then the development of the new system technologies that becomes of the basic starting point. And nowadays, so it's not talking about the internet and then the social media, but when it comes to technology and the business, we're more talking, it's more than that, okay? It's the technology will be able to enable the relationship with the customers, the suppliers, and even with the employees. Okay, so there are some strategic business objectives on the information system, like operational excellence. Operational excellence is to improve the efficiency for higher profitability with information system and the technologies. So Walmart is the prime example of achieving the world-class operational efficiency through the use of information system. And then the new product service and business models, yeah, the information system and technologies enables the firms to create new products, services, and business models, which leads to generate wealth. Okay, okay. And the customer and supplier intimacy, like I just told you, it leads to the increase of the revenues and decreased costs for businesses. And yes, improve decision making since data is real time and it can be accessed from the marketplace, and then the decision making process is improved. And the systems able to integrate all the records and allowing the managers to review the performance through a digital dashboard. Okay. Then yes, the competitive advantage. Yeah, competing better to offer the superior products at low prices and response in real time to customers and suppliers result in higher sales and profit. So industrial leaders like Apple, like Walmart and UPS, they excellent in using the information systems to achieve the competitive advantage. Okay, and survival driven by the industry level changes which enable firms to remain competitive. Yeah. To keep the company or businesses survive. Okay, so this figure is emphasizing the growing of interdependence between a firm's information system and its business capabilities. Okay. And this is the business form, and this is the information system. And as you can see here that there's a hardware, data management, and then telecommunication and software. So these three is handled by the software, and it's give business strategies and objective to the business process. So we can also say that the relationship is go back and forth, it's bi-directional. If there's a change in the business strategies, rules, and process, there will be a modification in the information system as well. Okay. All right, so now let's move on to the next sections. Well, it's about the information system and then how does it work and how it manage. Okay, so what is information system? Information system comprises in related components that collect, process, store, and distribute the information to support the decision making and control in organizations. And you know that information system is converting the raw data into meaningful and useful information. Okay. And the input process and the output are the key of the information system. Okay, so this is an example on how the information system changed the raw data on the left side into a meaningful information. Okay, so the left side is the raw data, which is unprocessed and unorganized data. And in this context, the raw data consists of the individual sales transaction and the supermarket checkouts, as you can see here. It represents the product sold and then including some details of the product code and then product name and price, right? And then this raw data is processed and organized to produce some meaningful information. It's over here. Okay, so it's processed in the information system and becomes some meaningful and useful information. Okay, so here in this part of the information, as we can see that there's a total unit sales of a product. Okay, for example, the total number of units sold for bright dish show, right? And then there is also the total sales revenue here. Okay, so as we can see here that the raw data is a process in the information systems becomes a meaningful information. Okay. And this figure, talking about an information system, it also contains some information about the organization inside and its surrounding, okay, its environment as well. And the system is crucial for managing and processing the data to support the organizational activities. And this is the dimension of the information system. As you can see here, that it's literally encompass the management and the organizational aspect along with the technical dimension. Okay. And the management information system, they have the goal to achieve the broader literacy by addressing some behavioral technical aspects, as I will explain later on. Okay, and this is the organizations, these levels in the organizations. As you can see in the top level, there's a senior management and then middle management and operational management. I think I don't need to explain furthermore about this. I believe that you know about this already. Okay. So organizational structure involves different levels of authority and responsibility. Yeah, for example, the operational management, they responsible for the production and service workers. Okay, and the middle management, there will be another authority and responsibility kind of things. And different types of workers within organizations perform specialized tests. Okay, right. Okay, so this is management. Hmm? Yeah, we all know that information technology is about the computer hardware, the software, the data management technology, and networking telecommunication technology. Okay, and I will skip this study case. Just jump into. Okay, now the question is, why some company achieve better result from their information system than the others? Why? Let's check this out. Some firm invest a great deal and receive a great deal. And you can see here, the quadrant two. The others invest an equal amount and receive a few returns, which is quadrant four. Okay. And the other firm, they invest a little and receive much return, which is in quadrant one, where the others invest little and receive little. So why different? Why some companies, why some others, why some firms achieve better result from their information system, while the other company not? The answer lies with the concept of complementary issues. Complementary assets, sorry, complementary assets. Okay. So complementary assets are the essentials for deriving value from primary investments in information technology, which includes the supportive values and then the structure, the culture, the behavior patterns inside the organizations. Okay. And there's a research suggests that the firms which investing within the organizations in the complementary assets such as the new business models or the process or the management behavior, they will likely to achieve a superior returns on the IT investment. Okay. So what academic disciplines are used to study the information system? Okay, so the study of the information system is actually a multidisciplinary field. There's no single theory of the perspective dominates. Okay? And this figure illustrates the major disciplines that contribute to the problems, the issues, and the solutions in the study of the information system. So in general, as we can see that the field is divided into technical approach and the behavioral approach. Okay. So technical approach includes mathematical, the computer science, management science, and operations research. Okay, this is included in the technical approach over here. Meanwhile, the behavioral approach is the development of and the maintenance of this system. Okay, so this more involve understanding how the business integrates the system strategically. And then and this will be includes in the information system field, and then behavioral disciplines, the sociologists study, psychologists, economists, and the behavioral approach acknowledge the technology's role. Okay, so yeah, so the main actors in the management information systems are the technologies, and then the business firm technologies is talking about the hardware and the software suppliers. And then the business firms, who's making the investment in the technology, and then the managers and employees who's seeking the business value, and the contemporary legal, the social and the cultural context. And the study of the management information system, it's originated to focus on the use of the computer-based information system in a business and government agency. And it combines the computer science, the management science, the operations research with some practical orientation towards the real world problems. Okay, to solve and managing the IT resource. Okay, and it also considered behavioral issues around the system. And for the socio-technical view, it adopts, it's emphasizing the joint optimization of both social and technical systems. Okay, and this is how the firms to optimize the performance. They need to optimize the both technical and behavioral components, which is involved designing the technology to fit the organizational and individual needs. And then the organizations and individuals also need to change through some training, and then learning and playing the organization to change, to adapt to technology effectively. And yes, the mutual adjustment between the technology and users. Okay. Okay, so I have okay. So since we are almost running out of time, so we will do some games. So I will need you to assemble the puzzle. There will be 3 types of parts with different colors. Okay. There will be blue, green, and yellow. So I will give each of you one, and then you need to form your trios. And there will be the blue card for the concept, and then the green card for the definition and examples. So there will be concept, definition, and examples as one set. Okay, and later, before to finish, we'll ask you to find your okay. So what student get one? Okay, and you need to assemble the puzzle. And later, if you find, and you can, if you find the other two people who complete your concept set, you need to sit together. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I will set your set in this parameters. Okay. Okay, so now you can set and find your set. Set of 29. 29. Find your set. Okay. For the blue part is concept, the green is definition, and the yellow is the examples. And so you need to find, and you need to read all your friends. You can also use GPT. If you already find your set, then you can sit together. Yes.
我没有拿到一个奖。
Sorry. Oh, you didn't get the card?
Yes.
Okay. I'll give you 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Two more minutes. That looks. It's the ones, and then green up is the limitation, and the yellow one is the example. So you need to be one set. One more is. By the time it's finished, I want some students to read the set, okay? And let's check with the correctness. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay, finish. So is there any of you find the set? The blue, green, and yellow? It's true. Okay. Let's check together. You can sit back. Okay, so let's check whether set is correct. Anyone of you get the correct set? Come on. So, this is step two. So I think we can end the class here. I just want to remind you that please do the requirement that I have told you before. And we will do application to so if there's new updates about the books, the level, just post in the group chat or announce it, okay? So do you have any questions? No? So I will meet you again on the final report presentation, okay? See you and have a nice day. Bye-bye. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Yes, bye.